So I literally thought coming down to the pool would be a good idea, which it was. It was. Like, I love when I come to the pool and there's nobody here. But for me, I thought coming down to the pool would take away my headache because I got another damn headache. But it's not really a headache. It's just ascension symptoms, which in general means I need to drink more water. That, and so currently I'm like in what they call hibernation mode. And hibernation mode is where you're just like recharging your energy, right? And so for me, when I go in hibernation mode, I'm like not around as many people. I'm not as busy. I'm not, doing crazy things every day, all day. Am I still doing stuff? Yes. Do I still have certain important things, like appointments and people that I connect with and talk to? Yes. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm still in this mode where I'm not giving my energy to everybody and just anybody. I'm not around a ton of people. Now, I may be present within online, and not even that. Sometimes I have to disconnect from that for a while, for a day or so, which I feel like I've been feeling called to do. Because that initially is another form of giving your energy away, because energy is everywhere. Just because you have a phone, just because you're in South America, I'm in South America, but just because just because you're in another country or another state doesn't mean you can't latch on to other people's energy. Energy is fluent. It runs through everything. It runs through phones, so it runs through poles, because initially energy is electricity, baby, okay? But anywho, I've been called to, literally I've gone silent, dead silent for 2 years. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. I've gone dead silent for 2 years from social media, from everybody. I cut all motherfuckers off. And that was, for me, at the time, I didn't necessarily I did understand it, but I didn't realize how powerful it actually is for you, and for me personally. Now, this may not be good for anybody and everybody, right? Everybody has their way of recharging. Some people have told me that their way of recharging is being around people. And that's cool. If that works for you, that works for you. For me, I need to be in solitude. And initially, not too much solitude. I've worked on myself enough to where it's I don't need to cut people off anymore, right? I don't need to go through that journey of where I'm not talking to nobody. But I'm glad I went through that journey, because it helped me gain so much wisdom, so much truth for myself, and understand who I am at a soul level, along with just recharge myself. And that affects everything about you. It affects your energy, it affects your physical health, it affects your mental health, it affects your overall health, right? Mind, body, soul, baby. Health is wealth, right? And so going through all that, it really allows you to see your own perspective in a more clearer way. So having better clarity for the world, for yourself, for your mission, for different energies. And it's an ongoing journey. That's one thing. Working with the 3D world and the spiritual world, because you can literally just cut yourself off from everybody and go into nature and live that way for the rest of your life. But what is it really doing for humanity? Nothing, because nobody knows you exist. Exactly. So initially, it's part of me wants to do that. Part of me wants to just disappear from the world. But I know I'd be missed, one. Two, I know I need to show my face. I need to show my energy. And it's not just about my face, right? This is no, like, in a sense, it's pride, but in a sense, it's not a negative type of pride. It's being proud of the fact of who you are and what you were sent to do. You're a divine goddess put here at this time, in this environment, and on this, going through all this pressure, right? It's like an honor, right? It's being proud of who you are and the divine creation of yourself. Oh, look at the wind. See, we in sync, baby. We in sync. The wind is talking. But that's truly what it is, right? And so I know I started off this video by, like, I thought coming down to the pool would get my headache to go away. And initially, it's eased it. You know, I got out of the house. I knew I needed to do something more than just stay inside with my ice pack on and meditate. Because I love doing that. I love being in my own space. I love being in solitude. Like I said, part of me has always wanted to just disappear and just live out in a treehouse for the rest of my life and not really have to talk to anybody. But you gradually start to understand that your mission is much more powerful. And there's people and places that you're meant to be in divine timing. You're meant to meet people. Even if you don't, really understand it logically. That's the beauty of it. You just know that there's certain people that will come across you to help them activate something in them. You activate something within yourself. There's always lessons being learned. But it's also activating something within the people you come across to help them become better versions of themselves. However that works for them. Whether it's based on their belief system, whether it's based off of, and belief system is connected to who you are, right? Your belief system is like your, I'm trying to think of the word, but it's initially, like, right now I'm seeing a woman with a umbrella in my mind's eye. That's so crazy. It reminds me of, like, Japanese culture. I don't know what that means, but there's something to that. But anywho, and she's, like, looking she's in, like, this beautiful gown outfit, and she's holding this thing, and she's looking down on the ground, and she's in grass. Oh, that's super cool. Sometimes I get these images within my head that are super, super strong, and so I felt the need to, like, speak on that for some reason. So if that, is some kind of connection for you, maybe this message is, resonating with you. But anywho, so we come across people, right, and it activates them, like, within their belief system, and our belief system is connected to our human system. I can't think of the word right now. Like I said, my head, my mind is like, it's going through them ascension downloads. The nervous system, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so it's the nervous system is connected to your belief system, right? Because if you look at the different belief systems within the world, and I'm talking not just religion, I'm talking just cultural, I'm talking political, I'm talking multitude of things. It's all interconnected on a bigger scale, right? And so the thing with that is your nervous system is just like your belief system. If you believe a certain way about, yourself, the world, and how it works, and if you're not educated on it, eternally on how your own belief system, your own nervous system works, this is based on, like, health, right? Because, for instance, weight loss, that's a big thing that, for me, I've always struggled with. I've always had issues with based on projection, based on just my life in general. And I've come to the conclusion where it's like, I'm at a place where how I lose weight is not how somebody else will lose weight, right? Not all body types are the same. Not everybody should lose weight. Not everybody should gain weight, right? So you can't just put somebody in a box and say, like, this is the perfect body. This is what everybody should look like. Like, it's just like saying everybody should be white or everybody should be black. That's not possible. That's, right? So it's one of those things where it's like you can get down to the nitty-gritty details about it. You can argue about it. You can believe so strongly and be so passionately about it. It's like, religion. People believe this certain way and they think that's right. Okay, cool. But who is really right? God, right? Initially God, the divine creator, he's the one that knows all. Your mind limits you, and you have to sometimes step out of your mind, step out of your ego, step out of just your human vessel, because our human vessel is what limits us in a way, right? And it's really doing certain types of work, certain types of tools that have been given to us by our ancestors throughout the generations, to help us align with what we're meant for, what is truly working for us. And that's the beauty of it. I think that's initially the beauty of certain things and how systems work. And I'm starting to like kind of come out of it, as in, like, I'm ready to end this video. So basically what I'm saying with all of this is very, very beneficial, very insightful, and it's something that has taken me a long time to understand and connect to. So with that, if you connect to it, if you understand it, if you are a little bit confused with it, it's all good. It's all about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your inner knowing, trusting the divine, trusting what works for you, what you believe in, and the source that you believe in. And if you don't have anything that you believe in, maybe this is like a wake-up call, a 911 type call, to be like, baby, there's so much more out there than you even realize. But basically, that's all I'm saying, is just do things that work for you. And if they don't work, keep looking into them. Keep, finding things that work for you. Coming down to the pool, I was hoping my headache would go away. No, officially it's not gone away. But it allowed me to create this video. It allowed me to relax and just be in my divine feminine essence. Also divine masculine, because that's the thing. Like, your divine masculine takes action. Your divine feminine just, yeah. But pretty much, it is what it is, baby. So enjoy your life. Enjoy who you are. Embrace your essence, because you're here for a reason. Period.